Hey, what's up? This is America here. There's no denying, of course, that techwear is all about aesthetics and suitability within a modern urban environment, and I know a lot of you are going to be out there on covert missions, tactical operations, that sort of thing, but for the office drones amongst us, myself included, or maybe people who are just going to go about their daily lives in a more regular sort of way, then maybe you don't want to be dressing like a Dark Souls boss all the time. Maybe you want something that's that little bit more professional, a bit smarter. You might want to make use of some of those futuristic looks or some of that technical performance. And this is really where smarter techwear, where office-based techwear, office-friendly techwear maybe, comes into play. And this is definitely an idea that is similar to the grey man aesthetic, which is very focused on looking like a normal person rather than a kind of tactical ninja type. But with this idea, I think there's a little bit less emphasis on blending in. You can still look a bit different, you can still do your own thing, using some of those normal workwear pieces, but changing them up a bit into something that's either more futuristic or has more performance aspect to it. The focus here is going to be on shirt jackets or overshirts. These are semi-outerwear pieces, which are collared, so they look a lot smarter than most of the jackets that you'll find behind me there, but still have some kind of technical performance. So we're going to focus on three pieces here. I have a CP Company overshirt, I have the Antwon Lahore overshirt, and the Outlier F-cloth overshirt as well. Thank you to Antwon and for Outlier for sending those for this video. Makes things much more interesting than if I just used the one CP Company overshirt. So with that in mind, let's do it. First up, I wanted to create a futuristic slim fitting look, which is quite smart, but also has some cool performance aspects as well. The key to this is in the Antwon Lahore overshirt. The shoulder dry skin construction is both water resistant and pretty comfy with those stretch characteristics. It's also treated with some shoulder tech. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's designed to keep the material cool even in direct sunlight. So black stuff obviously can heat up quite quickly, but this is designed to help resist that, making it suitable in all kinds of different conditions. If it does get too hot though, there is a sling on this so you can wear it on your back if you want to. Aesthetically, I also think this does a great job of fitting the bill here. As I say, it's got that nice slim fit to it, which looks a little bit more professional than those big, bulky, oversized jackets. And that little stand collar as well. Very futuristic, it's very Deus Ex, very Blade Runner, and is clearly smarter than any kind of big identity concealing collar or a hood or anything like that. I went for a size M on this, which is my regular size, and it has this nice slim fit to it, but you could always size up. You could treat this as more of a traditional jacket and get some more layers under here if you wanted to. This is a good time to remind yourselves that techwear pants don't have to be these big cargo pants with straps and buckles and all that kind of thing. Here I've got some nice ones from Cloudburst, which are very slim fitting, no additional pockets to be found, giving this a really nice, very sleek looking silhouette. That material also gives them 10k millimeters of water resistance, which is actually quite a lot for a pair of pants. And although that doesn't make them as comfortable as dry skin would, for example, which is definitely a good option for pants, this is still something that's worth considering anyway, particularly if you're going to be spending quite a lot of time outdoors. Slightly cropped shape, which I think makes it look quite smart. You can show off your shoes nicely with that. And as I say, nice, slim, very slightly tapered look. There are lots of different options for nice fitting, slim, technical pants that aren't necessarily cargos. Arc'teryx Valence is probably the first one that you might think of, but Antwon Leve, of course, have a nice one that will match this shirt quite well. You could even look at brands like Uniqlo that I'm sure will have some kind of nice technical pant, which are going to come in way cheaper than this. Sneakers can be a bit tricky here. I went for the Y3 Retro Boosts behind me on the basis that they are both quite futuristic and I think are a little bit smarter than your average sneaker as well. I remember there was a video a while back, I think it was the dude that owns Kith was saying like, if you were going to wear a pair of sneakers with a suit, you would wear the Y3 Retro Boost. So I guess that's a decent endorsement, but these are really comfy as well, so I'm definitely a fan. That look is more of a smart, futuristic one, but I always like to include in these videos some kind of outfit which might look like a normal thing, but has some kind of hidden level of performance to it. And this video is no exception with this all grey and blue outfit. I really like how this one uses almost no black at all, gives it a very informal, very comfy look, but we've still got some technical performance pieces in here too. Of note here is the Outlier F-cloth overshirt, which elevates itself above a regular one thanks to the DWR treatment, thanks to the hidden placket which runs along the front, and there's actually a hidden pocket on the left breast as well. So you can get some stuff in there if you want, whilst keeping that very, very minimal, very understated look. The F-cloth material is also noticeably sturdier, more durable than nylon or cotton that you would see in a regular shirt, but still retains some element of comfort to it as well. So for something that you might be hanging around in all day in the office, sitting down, standing up, walking around, doing whatever, then this is actually a pretty decent choice, and it doesn't really look like an overshirt, but still comes with some of that durability. This can also be worn either undone or done up. Undone is certainly the more relaxed version. You can go for the subtle flex with the Arc'teryx Valence frame tee here, or you could do it up. Looks a little bit smarter, a bit more professional, and you can really make use of that minimalist look with the hidden placket, the lack of pocket on the front there as well. Just going real sleek. Looking pretty good. The Garuda Actesis pants are similarly DWR treated, and thanks to that shoulder dry skin, they're pretty comfy. They've got a little bit of stretch to them as well, and you'll notice in the cut, also designed for comfort. They're cropped, they're pretty wide, which again gives them a pretty relaxed and casual look, but still a little bit smarter than your average pair of Techwear cargos. On feet are a pair of common projects, which I feel like are the weaker part of the outfit, purely because I wish they were a bit of a darker grey. They stick out a little bit too much, whereas everything else is a very, very similar colour. Everything is very complementary, I think, and you don't really want something that kind of feels like a bit of a flex or something that's like standing out in any way. But it's an inoffensive, classic look. It's a bit smarter than a regular sneaker as well, and I'm sure no one's gonna bat an eye if you rock up a, more casual office wearing a pair of shoes like this. For a final idea here, I wanted to bring a bit of military-inspired style to a smarter Techwear look. So for this, the key piece is the CP Company overshirt. This to me very much has some military detailing, what with those chest zip pockets, also with the lens detail that's on the left arm, combined with that pocket, to me definitely feels like a bit of a military insignia almost, which is a touch that I quite like. But as with the other pieces, lacking a hood, lacking any kind of identity concealing collar, and instead just having a traditional shirt style collar makes this a lot more presentable and a lot more work appropriate. CP Company used one of their first proprietary materials for this. It's called 50 Philly. It's a cotton nylon blend, so it feels pretty durable. It's DWR treated too. It's definitely got a crunchier texture than the other two pieces here, so it definitely feels more like a shirt jacket, more like a piece of outerwear. And yeah, as I say, thanks to that collar, this is definitely fine for just chilling out and wearing in the office. True to size, this is a pretty slim fit, so I think it looks better when it's worn undone. That's the reason why I bought it. But as with the Enfant leather jacket, you could size up if you wanted to, treat this a little bit more like a traditional jacket, zip it up if you need to, maybe put a layer or two underneath this. The t-shirt is from APC purely because I wanted something very plain, very minimal, but with a bit of structure to it as well, just to help keep things look a little bit more smart. To go along with that, you could tuck this in if you want to, show off a nice little belt. This one's from Havana Labs, or you could leave it untucked, which is a little bit more relaxed and casual. The pants are from Maharishi. They're a British brand who often take military designs but then repurpose them, make them more civilian appropriate, and these here are no exception. They are, I think they're called the MA Custom Pants, something like that. They have a very generic name, but they're effectively a ruggedized pair of chinos, so definitely office appropriate. And again, as with the first pair, the Cloudburst pants, these ones I think have a really, really good silhouette, really nice and slim, very flattering I think, none of the kind of aggressive tapering, anything like that you might associate with Techwear cargos. But they still have one or two little interesting features. Down at the cuffs, you'll notice they've got their little proprietary bead system. You can use this to cinch in the bottoms here, so you can either give this a much tighter look for that optimum pant shoe interaction, or you can undo this a little bit and go for a slightly straighter cut. Straighter is probably a little bit smarter, but you could just cinch these in a little bit just to give a bit of that effect without making them look too much like cuff joggers or something like that. On one of the ankles, you'll also notice there is this teeny tiny little pocket, not really very functional obviously, but it just gives that little hint of a military aesthetic there, and I think it's a cool little detail. The shoes again were something that I wasn't 100% on. I went for the ACG Comme des Garçons Moabs. That's on the basis that they're high tops, they're a little bit boot-like, but with that suede construction makes them feel a little bit less military than that. So I think a bit more appropriate for different scenarios, although if you had like a nice pair of, I don't know, like a leather pair of high tops, something like that, almost like a high-top version of the CP company shoes. I think something like that could actually work pretty well. Common projects definitely have an association with this kind of style. That's partly on the basis that Arc'teryx Valence used to use these a lot in their lookbooks. So you might see these popping up quite a bit in these kinds of outfits. You probably could find a more futuristic pair of leather tennis sneakers around, but this is definitely the classic option. So 3 looks there and 3 different takes on the concept of what if Techwear but a little bit smarter. These of course are just some ideas. This is definitely not an exhaustive list, but hopefully gave you, if you were wondering about this kind of style, a little bit of a springboard or some ideas of how you might want to approach this. You could of course go smarter still. I'm quite fortunate in that my workplace is pretty relaxed, and to be honest I can get away with almost anything, but you could concentrate, for example, on more futuristic shirts instead of shirt jackets, and that alone I think will make things much smarter, and re-evaluating some of those footwear choices as well. But my aim here was for outfits that are appropriate for commuting, for moving around, for lots of different scenarios, as well as hanging around in an office if you need them. So things that will be pretty flexible, to be honest, and even suitable for day-to-day wear. Any of these outfits I will very happily go out for a little bit of a wander in. Let me know which of the 3 styles is your favourite. I think aesthetically the Enfant Levy Lahore shirt jacket is super nice just because it does stand out that a little bit more and it is so obviously futuristic, although maybe some of you will quite like the Outlier F-cloth shirt jacket for the opposite reason, in that it's so low-key, it looks, you know, so much like normie clothes, and yet is just that little bit better and has that ultra minimal style, and it's just something that you could wear in absolutely any scenario. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, it is much appreciated, and of course, as always, we will be back next week with another video. Shout out to Silent R493, definitely agree with both of those sentiments. Grey cargos, definitely underrated I think. Not really seen them pop up too much, but I think in that outfit they look pretty good, nice little bit of contrast. So yeah, definitely something that I would be happy to see more of. Shout out to John Wolf, glad you like the videos. The new camera is a Sony A7 Mark III. That's got a 16-35mm f4 lens on it. Makes a little bit of an upgrade to this, the little Sony RX100 Mark III that I used to use. This though, great little vlogging camera. This will see you through for your entry-level YouTubing, but yeah, I just wanted something that was just that little bit nicer.